I'm Nadia.
And welcome to Imparate Cooks. On today's episode, we're going to be making a delicious treat called Veal Saltimbocca. It's one of those meals it's a quick meal that you make, takes 10 minutes, and it's just delicious.
Exactly. Perfect, easy dish. So we're going to be starting with our slices of veal. So they're veal scallopine. And I like to flatten them out. I like to make them as thin as possible.
Yeah.
So it also cooks very fast and it's extremely tender. So I just have a piece of meat here on the cutting board with a sheet of plastic wrap. And I'm going to carefully pound it. Carefully because I don't want to make any holes in it.
Yeah.
So just go gently just to get it a bit thinner. And I've already done that with these pieces that are here. So it's going to be so thin that it's going to cook in like a matter of minutes. That's about right. I think that's good enough.
Yep.
So now we're ready to assemble basically. Super easy. We have one slice of prosciutto per veal, piece of veal scallopine. I'm going to put a piece of one leaf, basically, of fresh sage. And then all we do is fold it over, make a little envelope with it, secure it with a toothpick so it doesn't open while we're cooking it. And that's it. That's all there is to it.
Super simple.
Super simple. Now this is something though that you want to really prepare and cook at the last minute. This is not something that you want it to sit around and get cold before you serve it to your guests, for example, so it's last minute. So you can prepare until this point, I would suggest.
Or you can have them help. I mean, it's not
yeah.
cutting the crowd.
You know what, I really like that idea, exactly, of more and more having people not just sitting out in the dining room waiting, but having your guests participate, you know, serve them a little glass of wine as you're preparing. That'll help to motivate
It's like a little cooking class with friends.
Exactly. So here you go. Your little bundles are ready. So I'm going to start to preheat my pan.
While she's doing that, I'm gonna dredge the veal in a bit of flour.
Exactly.
Just simple, quick little dredge. Not too much flour.
We're cooking this in butter, of course. So I have about 2 tablespoons of cubed butter that I'll add to my pan and get that melted and ready to go while Maria is dredging our veal. And to top this veal saltimbocca, we're going to make a nice little simple wine sauce in just a moment. Excellent. Look at that butter. Okay. So it's nicely dredged. I'll just shake off a little bit of the excess flour. Now you really have to be careful not to overcook this or you'll have tough veal. So we'll get our 4 slices into the very hot pan. We're going to cook on both sides for, I would say maybe 2 minutes. And at the end, we're going to finish the whole cooking process in our wine sauce. So you really want to be careful not to overcook at this point. You're just going to get it browned, flip, and remove to a plate and set aside while we prepare our wine sauce. So I'm just lightly browned both sides, and I add a little bit of salt and pepper to the outside while it was cooking. We have that nice salty prosciutto in the inside of the meat, so I really didn't feel a need to add more salt to the inside. So let's put this on our plate while we prepare our wine sauce. And you see it's not 100% cooked because we're going to return it to the pan in just a minute. So I'm going to add to our pan drippings about 1/2 cup of white wine. We're going to let that reduce just a little bit, maybe a little pinch of salt, a little pinch of pepper. So it doesn't take long at all for this to reduce because it's really only 1/2 cup of wine. And to finish off the sauce, of course, going to be really decadent here, a little bit more butter. Which will also help thicken the sauce, right, Maria?
Absolutely.
we'll melt that butter in there. And what I like to do when I'm making my veal saltimbocca, I like to not just pour the sauce over it, but I like to bring the meat slices back to the pan just to coat them nicely in that sauce. And then we'll be ready to plate the whole thing. There we are. You can see already how the sauce has thickened, right?
Yeah, that's good.
Look at that. You smell that?
You get the smell of the butter and the wine. It just smells very, very good.
Heavenly. Okay. So I like to just coat it.
You want to?
And we'll take that. Yeah. If you have any drippings in your plate, don't get rid of them. Add them back to your pan. I'm just going to turn to coat the other side, and then we're ready. So we'll have our serving plate ready. Because you really don't want to overcook this veal. Of course, don't forget that you have the toothpicks in there. So sure your guests don't need any toothpicks. You might want to remove that before serving. And you can always serve with some nice lemon wedges that you can also squeeze over your veal. Makes a nice presentation. So the sauce. Just look at that. Don't waste any of that sauce. And of course, this does not want to sit and wait. You need to serve this right away when it's piping hot.
And you get the smell of sage in your tooth.
Sage. Delicious. Fresh sage is nothing like it.
No.
Remove that toothpick, of course.
Add some forks.
Some lemon juice, maybe? A little squeeze, why not?
There you go.
Thank you, Maria. Dig in. Bon appetit.
Bon appetit, guys. The first thing you get is the sage from it, and it's not what you expect, but there's such a freshness to the dish considering the butter and having it be fried. It's really good.
And the salty prosciutto flavor.
Yeah,
Heaven.
it's amazing.
And cooked to perfection.
If you want to look more recipes like this, go to our website at www.imparate.com and sign up for cooking class. We've got a bunch of Italian classes coming up, and our new schedule is coming out in September. You could also follow Nadia and get some of her recipes on her blog.
At mangiabeda.com.
Till next time, guys.